This is the Glatt Properties Podcast, episode 5. Today we're going to be discussing the concept of saying what you mean. You know, don't go back on your word that you've given to somebody, especially an industry professional, your colleague, your counterpart, your coworker, your co-owner, whatever the case may be. Don't go back on your word. And this discussion is geared more towards the investor, or the hesitant buyer, or the nervous seller. I don't want to say scaredy cat, but it's an anxiety based situation, and there is a little bit of fear in there, but it's a lot of anxiety. This is somebody who's an overthinker, who's going to think a lot about this. Somebody that gets caught up in the minutia and the details of a deal. If that's somebody like yourself, you're going to know that, and you can either admit that to yourself or not. It's not for me to. I don't care. If you never admit it, you're never going to get into the real estate space, and you're never going to be my competition, so I'm never going to care. And I'm probably going to like you more than if you are my competition. Just is what it is. So let's get going. Let's get cracking, gang. So a lot of people get cold feet and back out because of that fear, that negativity that's talking to them in their brain. Again, this is just a survival instinct that our brains tell us to do in order for us to survive long term. It's not a big deal. You have to learn how to get over it, but you can't drag other people down with you. So if you're not able to get over it, don't bring other people along. Do it by yourself. So definitely don't show up with the intention of buying something and then walk away, because it's extremely easy to give up, and you only lose a couple $1,000s if you back out of a deal. That's how you lose respect from those that work for you and around you. I have a client that's a forever never buyer. That's my term, forever never buyer. It's probably the biggest insulting term that I can think of without saying any bad words to somebody. But in real estate, if you're a forever never buyer, you are also basically a looky-loo. And this is somebody that just goes around and looks at homes, says that they know everything, but never actually does anything. This individual, there's a couple of them that I have, and technically I don't really work for them anymore, but I'll take their emails every now and then. But these are people that will back out of something because there's one bad thing out of 20 topics, 100 topics. They find the one issue and they use that to back out. Why is that? Because they're so afraid to take the leap that they just can't. They're looking for an issue. It happens to every real estate agent. You work for somebody and you're just like, oh, buddy, that makes a lot of sense. It's like the last piece of the puzzle where you have to read somebody and you're like, oh, now a lot of things of what you told me now make sense based on who you are and what it is that you're doing. Oh, okay. And the problem is there's nothing that we can do as agents and professionals to change this person, nor should we. It's not our responsibility to change this individual. It's our responsibility to work for them and to represent them to the best of our abilities. And it's our responsibility to talk to people that are in this space and actually do something to motivate them to get them to either execute what they said that they're going to do or back out and move away. And that's fine. That's all okay. It's all good. It's part of the process. But you have to know, you're listening to this podcast because you need some help and you need some guidance. You wouldn't be listening to this. You need to know if you can deal with this negativity, this anxiety, this whatever, and be comfortable with it. Read it. If you're not comfortable with not knowing and being the stupidest person in the room, you got to stay out of the real estate game, because we look at your track record. We just do. If you've never purchased a home before, you are definitely the stupidest person in the room when it comes to buying a home. There is nothing that you're going to tell somebody that's going to blow their mind or shock them. You're going to get wrapped up in a conversation that you have no idea what you are talking about. And they're going to know that. All right? So if you want to know what it takes to get into the real estate game, you can listen to me, or you can do something that's totally 100% much more better, and I highly recommend doing this. Ignore me until you're ready. But go watch the movie Glengarry Glen Ross. It's a fantastic movie about the mindset of everyone in the real estate industry, and how it kind of works out and how you have to adapt. It's a fantastic cast. It's a rock star cast. There's a tremendous 10-minute monologue. I might have won an award or something, I don't know. But everybody in that movie is fantastic. So at the end of the day, industry professionals, we can see, hear, and sense the quitters. Don't think that you're gonna lie to us and we're gonna believe you. You can lie to us, well, we're not gonna believe you. We know the lies. Everybody says the same lies. It's funny. It's like every quitter follows the same script. So we have that down, and we anticipate and we try to protect our necks. But at the end of the day, sometimes it just doesn't work out. So if you're not going to go all the way, we'll know, and we'll see what happens from that point on. But yeah, gang. So that's it for today, episode 5. Thanks for listening. If you're not subscribed to our Instagram, or follow us on Instagram, whatever the words are. You people know better than I do. You waste years of your life on social media. I do it for my business. Go follow us on Instagram, Glatt Properties. Give me a follow on Instagram for my real estate business, Bruce Gladhorn, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I post a lot of stuff to try to help you out, save you some money, take some pictures. I just saved you thousands of dollars in a post that I did last week on flooring. You're welcome. Even though I didn't have to, I did. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. That's what we're going to bring you again for free. So until next time, gang, stay safe.